When you strip away all the hype and marketing talk about using video, you seem to be left with a pretty dismal choice. Do I try to put something out there today and expect a return tomorrow, or do I just not use video for sales and marketing? I think both of those questions miss the point. A better question might be, what foundation am I going to use to make videos in the first place? The answer to that question is like taking the first step on a long and fateful journey, because when you're starting or restarting, the direction is more important than the destination. Today on The Visible Authority, discovering your path of attraction. When I started this company, I had been doing video for a multinational corporation, and it was exciting to be able to bring that knowledge to the small business community. They wouldn't have access to multi-million-dollar budgets, and that was even more exciting because I had always been the cheapskate in the big company. They'd spend $20,000 on a 5-minute talking head video shot in my studio, which was really just a classroom with chairs taken out, and I knew I could do the same thing for about 1/10 of the cost without losing any quality. So I felt uniquely qualified to share this knowledge with smaller companies, save them money while showing them how to make their videos look like they paid a bloody fortune. At the same time, there was a parallel movement afoot, the low-quality revolution. Videos that looked and sounded awful, shot in the name of authenticity, pretty much took the world by storm almost instantly. And because it didn't really make sense to me, why people were okay with showing up so pukey, I had to go beyond my own resistance and try and really understand, what are we doing really when we put ourselves and our message on camera? And those discoveries became the foundation of what I teach today. So I want to share one of the most important ideas with you now. It's the concept of 3, which, other than duality itself, is maybe the most important to understand if you want your message to resonate with people. This number is the foundation of everything you'll ever do to reach and to help others, because it's based on the perpetual interaction between 3 universal forces: active, passive, and reconciling. No kidding. This is how your videos work. So please stay with me for just a moment, and this will all make sense. When an active force hits a passive force, something new is born, a reconciling force. Like when sunlight, which is an active force, hits a barren oak tree in the wintertime, the passive force, and leaves appear in the spring, the reconciling force. This is the idea behind the work here. To make video a natural active force, your viewer is the passive force. When video and viewer make contact, a little ripple forms in the matrix, a disturbance, if you will. Now things get super interesting. The disturbance either brings up too much resistance, or it opens up someone to new learning. But resistance is a powerful force. I mean, it must be, because 99% of the time we choose resistance over learning. But when you put your message in a video, it works on the sensory, the psychological, the intellectual, and even the spiritual levels. So it can often help someone melt their own resistance. Not always, of course, but way more often than other forms of communication these days. This new learning becomes the next active force, which can also be put into a video and shared. That means your videos can become a rain of active force, nourishing the landscape of life and business for so many people. I find this ever-ascending spiral of attraction a more natural and satisfying way to demonstrate value than to do marketing. And I invite you to enter this land of the visible authority, where the universe itself reveals paths of attraction for you to build on, all to educate and inspire your special audience. Something we help forward-thinking folks do every month in the Inner Circle. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Visible Authority.